Okay, so in this video I'm going to be doing something different. I'm going to be doing a special effects makeup video again, but I'm going to be doing it kind of with like a couple of things that are different, and I don't know how it's going to work, but I'm going to try and see, and I have no clue how I'm going to do this. Well, I kind of do, but like not fully, like if it's going to work, so I don't know. Okay, so what you're gonna need is a couple things. First, you're gonna need a glue gun and glue sticks. For your glue gun, I have the mini one. And don't use wax paper because it doesn't work, and it's just a problem. So use parchment paper. You might need cotton balls. You're definitely gonna need like a beauty blender or something. Latex and foundation liquid. Probably liquid, but the compact one might work. And then you're gonna need the petroleum jelly or Vaseline, and you're gonna need some Q-tips and kind of like a space surface to put your glue stuff on, if that makes any sense. So that's all you're gonna need. This is kind of just like the workplace I set up here, and I tested it a little bit over here, so that's why there's just some glue right there, and it's pretty much ready. Now if you look, see that came off of the parchment paper much easier than it obviously did on the wax paper. So what I'm gonna kind of do is I'm gonna just kind of make like some forms of cuts here, like I did like this, or like open wounds or whatever. I guess cuts usually aren't that deep, but like you just kind of like make the shape of a cut. This is gonna be pretty big. So, and then if you want, you could kind of like look at the way your veins go on your arm and make one kind of like along there if you want. So I'm gonna do that right over here. So this one's gonna go up onto my hand a little bit, and I'm just gonna make a couple other of these on the parchment paper with the glue gun. So once they're done, they'll be like a little hard on top, which this one is, and you can just kind of peel them off like this, and they just come off like that. Really easy. So if they're a little bit detached, you can always like kind of like re-glue them, or you can just like leave them and glue them on later with the latex more, but they're really easy to peel off, and just like that. And there. So those are all I'm gonna do for right now, and I might do some more later, but that's it for right now. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of like lay them out, and once I know where I want to put them, I'm gonna, okay. Sorry, that one got kind of messed up a bit. So this one is the one that kind of like trace my veins, so that is what that one would look like. And then there's some other ones like this, and I'm doing this on my arm because I don't have a mirror or anything. So I'm gonna start off with probably these ones and that, just to like get started. So what you're gonna do anyways is take your, okay, so take your latex, and I'm just gonna use the Q-tips, not taking that much, but like just a little bit, and kind of like leave it on there. And we have to put it on some way, so I'm gonna put this one on like this, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of like put a little bit along the base here of the glue gun prosthetic thing, I guess you could call it that. And I'm just going to put that across the bottom you might need to get a little more. But anyway, so you're gonna just do that and then put that on there. Not too much really, because you won't need that much. And then it just kind of like sticks on there. Now this would probably be better if you had like some sort of like spear gum in that, but I don't have that, so this is gonna have to work. And then you can glue the rest of yours on like that too. And it's gross, yeah. Okay, so I put it all on the latex and let it dry. This one's still drying a bit, but this one is dry, so I'll do the tutorial on this one. Now, what I'm just gonna do is I'm gonna just take the bottom of my beauty blender that I use every day, because I don't wanna ruin the top part that I actually use a lot, and I'm just gonna put some liquid foundation on it, because that's probably gonna work better than the compact one. And let me just zoom in a lot. And I'm just gonna kind of dab it on to make it look like it's part of the skin. Now, another reason, if you look and see, if you look at that, it kind of doesn't look like that real with it just kind of popping out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some cotton and latex, like this. And I'm gonna build it up. Oh, by the way, you should put this down if you wanna like rip it off immediately after. I didn't because I'm dumb, but that's okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take some, I hate that, and just kinda like dip it in. And pat it down and kinda like smooth out the edges. Okay, so I just added a little bit around this one. I didn't do these two because I'm probably not gonna do them, but anyways, now you're just gonna take your liquid foundation, about one like that should be enough, and just kinda go all around the cut and that with it. And this side's popping off a bit, so just ignore that, I guess. But anyways, so you're just gonna kind of keep going in with the foundation until it looks right. And then once that's done, you can kind of you can put some like eyeshadow on it, like the first special effects makeup cut I did. But it's not very good with this lighting, and because this side's literally coming off, but that's kind of what it looks like. And then if I had fake blood, I would just like fill it with blood and do some stuff around the edges. So overall, this is just kind of a basis thing, so I'm not going to do that. I think this worked out pretty good. If I like would have covered this more in the latex and would have kind of like blended this part out of it, like this part, this edge is really good, but the rest of it kind of isn't. So this one went out too far, and these you would need some other, like you just need the cotton latex stuff. But I think the glue is a good kind of like baseline to start on. So yeah, I don't think this was entirely a fail.